Spencer Clemens, president of William Cole Companies, the developer of Lake Walk. The Lumin at Lake Walk is our multi-tenant office building that we simply don't have right now. So we're really excited about the Lumin because it represents the next phase of forward thinking in office design and office development. Our market simply doesn't have anything like this. If you go to Dallas or Austin or Houston or some other cities, you're going to see what we call Class AA office buildings. They're highly amenitized for the tenants there. They have tenant lounges. They have great places to sit and just pop your laptop open and have a Zoom call. They have fitness facilities for their tenants. And it's all designed for that employee to feel welcome. So what's going to happen at the Lumin is it's going to be an office building where employees who are currently working from home, say in hybrid work or full-time at home, are going to want to come to the office. They're going to want to be here because it's such a nice office environment, but also it's in the heart of Lake Walk. Lake Walk is about community engagement and about hospitality, and so the Lumin has to fit into that family ethos, so to speak. The Lumin is a place where we're going to have a fitness center, we're going to have a tenant lounge, great terrace spaces, but more importantly, when you walk out your door, you're someplace. You're not just in a parking lot. You're not just on the side of the road somewhere where you have to get in your car and go to the next interesting place. Lake Walk's an interesting place, and so great views of the lake, great views to the north with the trees in downtown Bryan and the Rellis campus, but more importantly, you're in an ecosystem of other innovative companies, of other top flight people and people who are trying to do great things. The companies that are already at Lake Walk, they're all single tenant owned properties. For example, Capital Farm Credit, they own their building. That's their building. Blue Forge Alliance owns their building. Fujifilm Diosynth Biotechnologies owns their corporate campus. So we have all these fantastic companies and great employees and employers, but we currently have no place for the multi-tenant building. We don't have places for people to just lease an office space in Lake Walk. So the Lumin is our answer to that. And it's designed to get people or companies that need smaller spaces an opportunity to call Lake Walk home. We don't have a place right now until the Lumin comes along where a company can lease 4,000 or 5,000 square feet or 10,000 square feet of space and provide an additional level of excitement to our ecosystem. And so as we get these additional companies in the Lumin, that's just going to create more and more energy from within here, and we're going to have more and more exciting things happening in Lake Walk. And if that's happening in Lake Walk, that means it's happening for Bryan and College Station. Workplace design has been critical coming out of COVID because all these people have been working from home. And what they've realized that they missed is relationships. They miss community. It's one thing to have a transaction. You walk into a shop, you have a quick transaction, you're in and out. But people crave community. Even in the heights of COVID, it was so comforting to see. I would drive through Lake Walk, and one day I saw 9 or 10 college-age girls, when we were all locked down, 9 or 10 college-age girls sitting in a semicircle having a conversation, just talking to each other. They missed each other. They wanted to be together. So the Lumin provides that space. It provides a place for people to get back together and have a community. When you have an office, you have an office that's not just doing office work. You become each other's family. You make some of your best friends at work. And this whole generation has missed that for the last 4 or 5 years by thinking they can work from home. Well, they don't get any mentorship. They don't get the mentorship they need from their peers in their company or their seniors in their company. But they also don't get those relationships that are so crucial for them in their work careers going forward. So we see this as being community and relational and not just transactional. We're not designing for the last 40 years, we're designing for the next 40 years. We're looking to attract that younger professional who knows who they're going to be, who knows what they're going to invent, who knows what impact they're going to have on the world as they go forward here. So we want to give them a great place to work. And these types of dynamic environments where you get to interact with your coworkers, where it is more comfortable and casual, where you bump into people and have a casual conversation at the coffee shop that maybe it's just fortuitous, maybe it was serendipity that you got to bump into that person at lunch that day, and who knows what next big idea comes out of that. So we're starting to see the bigger companies realize that isolated corporate campuses where they wall off their employees from the rest of the world simply don't make a lot of sense. They need their employees to be with other employees of other companies to have that next great big idea. The Lumin should be attractive to any best-in-class company or any company that desires to be best-in-class. And we don't care if that's a law firm or a technology company, We are a real estate company. We're not targeting a certain industry, for example. What we are targeting is those people who say, you know what, they wake up in the morning and they say, how do I get better? How do I hire the best people? How do I keep the best people longer? And so if you're worried about how you're going to keep the best talent, recruit the best talent, then that's the type of company that we think is going to be attractive to the Lumin. And quite frankly, that's the type of company we want in Lake Walk. We want Lake Walk to be a home to best-in-class companies with best-in-class personnel. We think the Lumin will be an important piece of the economic development of Bryan College Station. It gives those smaller companies that currently don't have a best-in-class place to go, a place to be and call home. Once they establish their home here, they'll be able to attract the workforce that they want and that they need to be successful. And again, who knows what's going to happen with these smaller companies, but this small business and these medium-sized businesses are critical to any city's economic development. We need the smaller businesses. This is where all these things start. Hewlett-Packard started in a garage. You know, Compact Computers in Houston, if anybody remembers that, started in somebody's office space. So we have to foster the smaller companies and give them a place to be, and the Lumin hopefully will help with that. We see the Lumin being here a very long time, and we're really excited because we have no idea what people will actually call the Lumin home. And so to think about what good works could come from somebody who chooses to office at the Lumin is pretty exciting for us. And again, we just want to help our hometown. We want to help Texas A&M. And by providing a great place for these really great minds to work, that's our job. Our job is to provide that palette, give them the canvas, give them a place to conduct their business, and then watch them go to work, because they don't need our help after that.